Good morning. It's the 7th of winter, and today is another day. So I've been thinking of a pretty decent, maybe-ish idea where I'm gonna make everyone my best friends next year. That's my plan because I was perusing the probably like the Wikipedia or something, and it seems as though if you give somebody their favorite gift on their so friendship goes up to 255 points, which in what is this? Hold on a second. My birthday is on the same thing. Okay, the dog race is on the same day as my birthday. How sweet. Anywho, so people can have up to 255 friendship villagers. If you give somebody a gift, normally it's like 1 to 3 points. If you talk to them every day, it's 1 point. So it would take years, right? Well, if you give somebody a wrapped gift, it's worth like 40 points. But for some reason, it's worth 40 points every time on their birthday, which means I just have to figure out when everybody's birthday is, find their most favorite thing, wrap it, give them 8 of them, and they will be maxed out in friendship. Well, actually, it's less than that, but it's 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 240, 280. So you have to give them 7 of their favorite item wrapped, and the villager will be maxed out on friendship just like that. And I think that's a grand idea. I could just, in 1 year, if I write down all the birthdays and what day it is, and I can get the stuff in time, it might not be able to get the stuff if it's something that's really hard to get, but I could technically go through and make every single villager max affection for me in just 1 year by only giving them presents on their birthdays and no other time, which means I could get all the recipes or whatever and get basically maximum percentage complete, which I think would be cool. I realize I haven't been taking care of my horse. Now, I don't know if I'll actually go through with this plan, but that does give me a solid plan for the last year where I can just kind of friendship up everybody. Now, the problem is I have to make sure that their birthdays are not on a holiday or on a day that the store isn't open that I can't wrap the gifts. So if it's coming up ahead of time, I'm going to have to get the gifts ahead of time, so on and so forth. I have to plan ahead a little bit. If I mess it up, it's going to mess up the whole thing. I think I'm going to start now. That way I can get some of the winter ones and just kind of practice. And if I miss them, I can get them next year. And then when the game ends, I'll have all the villagers loving me, all the Harvest Sprites loving me, everything like that. And I think we'll be doing pretty good overall. And I don't know. I like having goals and plans, and I think that's a pretty decent plan for my final year of the game. Could give me something to do. I'm trying to just speed these things along. These Harvest Sprites don't know what's up. I'll have to try to find a way to get the calendar. I'm going to make a calendar, I think, and then just post all the birthdays on it. I'm not going to post it, but I'm going to have it and try to remember whose birthday it is. Maybe I'll make a sticky note, or I'll print it out on my printer. I don't know which thing I'm going to do. Let's just try to... I'm trying to get them done with this faster, and they can help me. I don't want to... I don't shear sheep. I don't got the energy for that. No, sheep, I gotta get this in here before he does. Otherwise, oh, that's done. Okay, they're all done with the animals now. So I gotta put these away. I don't want these. I think some villagers will be easier than others since they're kind of picky. So I'm excited about that. So I made yesterday, I missed throwing flour at a Harvest Sprite. And it made me realize there's a special attention to detail. It's currently the thumbnail of the video, but they have a sprite, like a little image of flour being spilled when you throw it. So it makes me wonder if every item has that. Like, did they go through and make a, like, dropped version of every item? Because I'd imagine a lot of game developers, or just a lot of games in general, would probably just make one single, like, splatter item. Or just make it like a poof of smoke or something when you drop it. That's what I would do, because I don't have the patience for that. But that's a really nice attention to detail. And I think I might have to test that theory out here in a minute, maybe. I'm not gonna do it with something expensive. I'm just gonna do it with something cheap. Like, does everything have Like if I take this up and I just throw it on the ground, yeah, there's a destroyed hay. So every item basically has its own thing, which is insane. Okay. I don't know if every item does, just the ones that I have tested so far thus far have. I'm not going to test it on a lot of things. I think all the Harvest Sprites are working today. I wasn't really paying attention when they came in. I do have a honey. I can try to give it to one that doesn't like me all the way. Like Hoggy, for instance. I can try to find Hoggy wherever Hoggy may be and get them back up to 10. They must be like right on the cusp of being at 10. So I'll check in here because it's usually a good spot to look for them. Yep. So it's going to try to do this. And okay, here's a gift for Hoggy. Talk to them. I think talking to them will help with their friendship. I think even just going around and talking to each one of them once every day. But that is a lot of work. So I think just taking a gift that they like too and talking to them when you go to hire them, that should do the trick. Light blue aqua is very fast. Although I think, is light blue the most highest level of them? I don't remember I planted everything. Okay, so let's check. Hoggy's still at 9. Nappy is not all the way up, but Nappy is working, right? So what if we make a quick trip up to the supermarket? I think they're closed on Saturdays, but let's go check anyway. And we'll have to see. Because maybe we can get a bunch of gifts and give them away. I think wrapping it does increase... I don't know. It's like a weird algorithm. Like certain things work, certain things don't. So I'll probably have to look at the chart again. But it would be nice for me to see how high of a percentage I could get. I don't think my dog's going to win the dog race. I don't think that I've practiced him enough. And I don't think I've been consistent enough. I don't know. Usually when I play videos, or when I make videos, I do say like, hey guys, good morning. I'm going to throw the ball to my dog, and then I'm going to whistle to... I don't always whistle to the dog like I should. But I think the dog's still mad at me. Nope, Dexel's mad. Oh, Candor doesn't love me too much because I kind of forgot I had a horse for probably the first so many days of the season because I'm not a good owner. But he's out of sight, out of mind, I guess. And the Harvest Sprites don't do anything for the horse, so what am I to do there? I think I'm just gonna speed through this, and yeah. Interestingly enough, I noticed when I was watching Karen while I was buying all of those, the in between the text boxes, there's a very split second of time that time unpauses because I noticed that her animation would move one frame in between the boxes. So I'm guessing what actually happens is the text box goes away for a frame and then comes back, or like between the text boxes, it actually gets destroyed and it makes a new text box. But it's just really fast, so you don't really see it. Or it's just concurrent, where like one disappears as the other one shows up, or the new one shows up over the old one, and then the old one disappears. I don't know why I'm going into this detail, but I am fascinated by like programming things, and just like general things like that. So it's just interesting that time unpauses. Also, if you think about it, there's 2 levels of time pausing. There's the clock is paused, and then there's the character's animations are paused, and those are different things entirely. Okay, I want to try to get Hoggy back to 10 first. Or just to 10 in general. Okay, so Nappy is the one that we want for the rest. By now, Nappy should be in the chicken coop, I would assume. But I'm not entirely certain on that. So let's go check. I mean, they should be done with the cows by now, or so I would hope. It'd be really cool if I could make my own flour on the farm by putting wheat into the mill. Because then, man, they're not here yet. I was gonna say I could have like a bunch of flour just here waiting for them. What if I don't? I have a full inventory, so I can't really do this. This isn't really. I just dropped the mayonnaise on the floor, but it had its own image. See, I just lost money, I think. So I mean, it'll take forever for these things to pay for themselves anyway. I don't think I should do it like this. I should just go out, find the Harvest Sprite that I'm looking for. I'm just gonna let them handle it. They can do it. Why not? I could just wait for them too. Just because I'm kind of... I don't want to go in there. I want them to come out here. Let's just go check. Also, it's just hard to get to them with all the cows and stuff everywhere. We'll try our best. I just want to give Nappy a bunch of stuff. Or Hoggy. No, Hoggy is the yellow one. Where are you? There you are. Huh. Nope. Mara does not want the flower. No! Every time. This is like the most challenging thing, is like giving Harvest Sprites gifts while they're working for you. Okay. I don't remember what Nappy was at before, but this is my main goal right now. I don't know if am I confusing his AI? Nope, he's just random. I'm gonna get this. I'm doing pretty good, I think, overall. Trying to... Although I think I might be breaking him. He just seems to be pacing now. Unless it's just what he does most of the day. Okay, that's all the gifts that I have. So let's check on his friendship. So he's at 7. I don't think he was... I don't know where he was at before. I could go back to the store. I'm gonna cut it out. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's just... It's really difficult, but we can do it. Okay, I found Nappy, and I'm back in the chicken coop. I actually waited a long time until they were done because I wanted them to slow down. So it did take quite a while for them to decide that they were gonna do some work in here, but they did eventually do it, which is good. So nothing really eventful happened while I was at the supermarket. You know, I just picked up a bunch of these, dropped a couple of them, and then I came back. So overall, not too bad, but this is probably the most efficient way for me to gift all these bad boys up. I want to get them all to 10. It might not happen today, but it could happen eventually. Also, I always end up losing the Harvest Sprites, but right now, he's just gonna sit still, so that's very useful to me. So let's just do that. Let's see what he's at now. Should be, let's see, we're at 8. So should we go back to the supermarket? Thanks to the power of editing, I'm back with another inventory of items because I'd really like to just get them all maxed out. I think I could actually do it today just because it takes like an hour to run to the supermarket, and I should be able to run there and back again in 2 game hours, which means I could be back before even 5 p.m., which would be very handy for gift giving of all varieties. So I think we're doing really good overall. So let's just get it over with. Rip off the band-aids, because then it's just maintaining, which should be easier. We got 1 heart left. Let's go. Okay, so it's 4:10 p.m. and I'm back at the farm. I don't see Nappy. I don't know where he went. He kind of eluded me. He's not here. Chef's still here. So it's kind of weird that Nappy left. I could get him tomorrow, but I really wanted to do that today. So I don't know where they would be. I don't think they'd go to the other barn or anything, would they? Like, where do they go when they're not in here? Let's go back in. Maybe he just didn't spawn or something weird. But he's supposed to be in here. He's not supposed to avoid... Oh, there he is. Was he here the whole time? I just missed him? Maybe he's underneath the chicken? Or maybe I just didn't notice him. I don't know. But this is the last batch. It should be what I need to put all the Harvest Sprites at maximum affection. Then every time I hire them, I should just have to give them all 1 flower. Or just take... I don't even have them all offset, so whenever I go to hire them, just grab a couple flowers, hire them for the week, and then, you know, it's all good. Because I have half working, and then the other half working, I only have to buy... If I buy an inventory of flour, give them 1 or 2, then they'll all be happy. All the Harvest Sprites love me, I think. So, lo and behold, a full friendship meter. Why is Timid? Oh, Timid's supposed to be harvesting. I'm a failure. He's not supposed to be watering. It's animal, harvest, water. I've learned my lesson. I did it wrong. Oh well. So that's about it for today's episode, I think. Hopefully I didn't move around too much. I realized I kind of was leaning forward and back, so the audio is going to be weird. from my microphone. Anywho, that's everything for today. I haven't checked the mail in a long time. Huh? Not surprised. Okay, so those are all my plans. Max out friendships in the next year. I'm going to have to write down all the birthdays and stuff and make sure I don't forget, because if I forget, there's going to be a problem. So good night, everyone, and I'll see you in the morning.